Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, December the 17th, National Maple Syrup Day, Wright Brothers Day, and National Wreaths Across America Day. All that happening Saturday. Sunday, December the 18th, National Twin Day, National Roast Suckling Pig Day. Hanukkah begins, and probably my favorite thing for the weekend, answer the telephone like Buddy the Elf. How does Buddy the Elf answer the phone, Heidi?
It's Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Yeah. Is that how you're going to answer the phone today?
Probably not.
I'm going to call you just to see. All right. All of those things happening this weekend. And I've got Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers Man. And we got all kinds of stuff to talk to him about. We talked to him about everything financial. We try to do that like once a month. And we're going to chat with him coming up. It'll be our final time for the year. So he better make it a good one. We're going to chat with Jordan coming up. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you tend to hit the snooze button a couple of times every morning, chances are you're chronically tired. A study published in the Journal of Sleep suggested those who use an alarm clock to wake up are more tired than those who wake up naturally. They had to use a study for that. Researchers at the University of Notre Dame found that 57% of employed, salaried, adult white-collar workers snooze their alarms. Those who do hit snooze were found
more than that.
to experience more sleep disturbances. The people who woke up naturally were found to sleep longer, drink less caffeine during the day as well. Women were 50% more likely to snooze than men. Night owls were more prone to hitting the snooze button than they were also found to be the most tired. So, I don't know. Do you hit the snooze button? I don't really do that.
I wake up on my own.
Every
I'm
once in a
usually
while,
up at
and
like 3 a.m.
Every once in a while, I'll
need.
I have my alarm set because I'm like, just in case, but I almost always wake up before it goes off, just the way it works.
Yeah.
So, lately, it's been a little tougher. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know the Minnesota Department of Transportation once again had their traditional Name the Snowplow contest?
Yeah.
Some of the winners.
I love those.
Betty Whiteout, Plowy McPlowface, Control Salt Delete, Snowby-Wan Kenobi, and the truck formerly known as Plow. So I like that. I think some of these are from last year. The story just came out. I even double-checked. The idea is a tradition that is not only there. Other places do it, too. Many other states and many other provinces do that as well. And they do this as far away as Scotland. So it's not just Minnesota. They just send out the press release. And I'm pretty sure this is the same press release we read last year. Anyway, it's an awesome concept ever since the internet has helped make it, become viral. So very colorfully named snow plows. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. One of biggest honors in a comedy world is a thing called the Mark Twain Prize, and Adam Sandler is going to be getting one, which is really cool. I think he deserves an award. He deserves an award for some of his serious work, too. He's never really gotten awards, though. He's never been, honored for anything. Hustle, remember that movie? He should have gotten an award for that. There's so many movies that Adam Sandler's done that were amazing. Like Billy Madison. Okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
He is a pretty talented actor.
No, he certainly is. And I don't know if you heard about this movie. It's called Avatar: The Way of the Water. It's going crazy at the box office. Early reviews are pretty good. Most of the people kind of like the thing. James Cameron, though, did not attend the premiere last Monday. So it was the premiere of his most expensive movie ever, and he wasn't there. So I'm not exactly sure what he had going on, but it must have been a pretty big deal. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. German researcher developing the world's first artificial womb, allowing parents to custom order their baby's characteristics from a menu.
What?
The plan at Ecto Life is to be able to grow 30,000 babies a year in this womb facility. The concept is a brainchild of biotechnologist Hashim Al-Jali, who says the facility would let infertile couples help conceive a baby and become true biological parents of their own offspring. And they would be born in this factory, basically. So-called elite package would allow you to genetically engineer the embryo before implanting it into this artificial womb room. Everything from eye color, hair color, strength, height, intelligence could all be chosen. And inherited genetic diseases could be deleted. Ecto Life features 75 highly equipped labs, with each lab able to accommodate up to 400 growth pods or artificial wombs. Every pod replicates the exact conditions inside the mother's uterus. Because babies are thought to recognize language while still in the womb, the pods feature internal speakers that play a wide range of words and music to your baby. An app would allow you to choose a playlist for your baby to listen to, and the ability to sing directly to them to gain familiarity with your voice before birth. Okay, well,
This is going too far.
I got to say, first thing I want to say is I know people who struggle with having a child, and I guarantee you they would do anything to be able to have that child. But would they do this?
Right, but do you really want to order like you're ordering off of the menu?
It's like a pizza. I'm like, nah, hold the pepperonis
and if there was a mistake, then would there be a lawsuit? Hey, you messed up my order. This isn't what I wanted.
I said I wanted blonde. You gave me light brown. That's not fair.
So bizarre.
Yeah, there are parts of this story that are really, really, really weird, but there's also parts that are kind of cool. So I don't know. It's here. I've got the whole story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers man. Hello, sir. How are you?
Great to be with you, and happy holidays, John.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now, this time of year is a time when people kind of wrap up one year and start planning for the next year, and there's so many things that are out of our control. We got things like the Federal Reserve, we've got prices of oil, we've got consumer debt, all this kind of stuff that's going on. Where do we even start today?
Well, interest rates are going higher. That's quite clear. The Federal Reserve is raising rates at each of their meetings. They're probably going to keep doing that in 2023. They want to stop inflation. Inflation has come down some, but not enough. It had been earlier in the year in the 9% range. Now it's like in the 7% range. So it's coming down, but the Fed is not convinced it's come down enough.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to continue to see. So when that means when the Fed raises its rates, like 50 basis points, then that immediately translates into higher rates on credit cards and mortgages and student loans and car loans. So it's going to cost you more to borrow in the next year or so. It already has been this year. So that's something I think you can pretty much count on.
Now,
I think inflation is going to continue, but at a slower pace.
Now, one of the nice things maybe for most is oil prices have fallen a little bit, so that hopefully is showing up at the pump as well.
A bit. Oil's down to like in the low 70s. It had been in the 90s. The price at the pump is in the high $3 a gallon range. Remember earlier this year, John, it was over $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
So it's definitely come down from where it was before, so that's a good thing. but it's certainly more expensive than it had been in the two range not that long ago before that. So it's costing people more, but not as much as it was in the middle of the year.
Now, this time of year is when a lot of folks are pulling out plastic to get these gifts for people as well, and we've got consumer debt going up and up and up, don't we?
20% gain over a year ago, and it's very expensive. The average interest rate on a credit card today is about 19%, and you earn zero on your savings accounts, basically. So it's very, very expensive for people to do that. A website they can go to get a better credit card is myguidetocreditcards.com. One thing they might do is one of these 0% bounce transfer offers. They take their balance from their high-interest cards, go to a 0% bounce transfer, pay that off in a year or so, and hopefully get out of debt quickly. Because a lot of people are spending money they don't have right now. They're in the holiday spirit, and the bills are going to come in January, John.
Absolutely. Now, something else that has everything to do with finances, and when we're talking about things in the financial world, right now the FTC is kind of watching this Microsoft merger. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, more than watching it, they're trying to block it, is what they're doing. Microsoft, about a year ago, said they wanted to buy Activision Blizzard, a very big video game producer, and FTC thinks that's antitrust violation. Most people do not think it is, but they're going to battle it out. The lawyers are going to get rich on this one, John. We know that for sure. They'll have battles and court battles. I think ultimately Microsoft's going to win on this one. This goes back to a 1934 law called the Tides Act, which said that a liquor producer cannot own a liquor store. That's what they're basing this on. This is very different to have Microsoft, which produces the Xbox, which already produces its own games, to own more games. So it's going to be quite a legal battle, but I think in the end, Microsoft's going to win.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be entering a new realm. They're already there. This would just be acquiring a bunch more titles.
And there's a lot of competition. It's not as though they're a monopoly. I mean, there's Sony, there's Nintendo, there's Epic Games. There's a lot of players in the video game industry. It's not as though Activision Blizzard's the only player out there at all. So I think on the merits of it, it's not as though it's a complete monopoly that this is going to take over the whole world. But the lawyers are going to get very rich arguing it. You can tell that for sure.
Oh, yeah. Deep pockets on both sides. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Every year, we are always excited to chat with you each month, and I'm excited that we're get to do this again next year as well.
Very good. Well, we've had a great year, Don, and it's been interesting, and I think that 2020 is going to be just as interesting, and hopefully people will be able to prosper in the new year.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, John.
Again, Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers Man. If you'd like to find Jordan or maybe even reach out with a question, you can reach out directly to him on his website. That is moneyanswers.com. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some prehistoric dragonflies had wingspans as big as a hawk's. That's a big dragonfly.
Ooh.
Yeah, fun fact.
That'd be a little terrifying.
That would be a little terrifying. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Australia, you can buy emu jerky from vending machines.
Oh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Alexander the Great was buried in a vat of honey. Well, that sounds interesting. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
On average, 1 square inch of your skin has 60 hairs, 90 oil glands, and 19 feet of blood vessels. That's 1 square inch. Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Gin and tonic was originally used as a medicine to fight malaria.
Oh.
I'm not a fan. Heidi is. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Research shows that for luxury brands, the ruder the sales staff is, the higher the sales rate is. So they're rude to you and you buy more? What? And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
I disagree with that completely.
All right. Final fun fact.
What's that, John?
World record for the loudest thing ever shouted belongs to an Irish teacher who shouted the word quiet at 121 decibels, the equivalent of a jet engine.
What?
Yeah, that's
Holy
a loud
cow.
teacher. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. This happens more in the 2 weeks before Christmas than at any other time of the year. What is it, Heidi? This happens more
Before Christmas?
in the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas than any other time of the year. What do you think?
Drinking eggnog.
No. Couples breaking up. Which reminds me, we should chat after the show about that eggnog. All right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A family history brand, Find My Past, unveiled the most festive-themed baby names. As we're getting close to Christmas, a lot of weird news that is going to be Christmas-related. So these are real people's names. Sprout and Tinsel were some real names. 14 billion digitized historical documents going all the way back to the 1500s. Ivy, by the way, was the most popular festive theme name. 2.5 million people have had that name. Other festive names, Angel, 650,000 people. Holly, 460,000 people. Holly is a name I've heard a lot.
Right.
Angel, same thing. Some of the more unique names, though, Christmas, Turkey, Present, Santa, Chestnut, Wine. I don't know how wine is a holiday name. All of those made the top 10. Outside of the top 10, 7,000 people named Sprout and Crackers were discovered to be in the records. 579 babies named Snowman. Over 2,000 named Mistletoe. 293 named Bauble. And 37 lucky babies with the name Eggnog. So what in the world are you doing?
That's just cruel.
It is very weird. That's why it's today's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Google unveiled their Year in Search report for 2022. You might imagine Wordle made the list. Here's the top 10 Google searches in Canada, the U.S., and the world. So Canada, Wordle, Ukraine, World Cup, Queen Elizabeth, Betty White, Bob Saget, Anne Heche, Canuckle, Johnny Depp, and Will Smith. United States, number one was also Wordle. Election results was number two, Betty White. Queen Elizabeth, Bob Saget. Ukraine, Mega Millions, Powerball numbers, Anne Heche, Jeffrey Dahmer. How about the world? The number one word, searched in the word, Wordle, in the entire world. India versus England, Ukraine, Queen Elizabeth. India versus South Africa, World Cup. India versus West Indies, iPhone 14, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Indian Premier League. Those are all the top searches for the year 2022. And I'm looking to see, double checking, John and Heidi were not on the list. You don't have to search. You just come right here. We'll be back again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And, well, what's that? I got a pink note. I need to read that. Now, hopefully we'll be here for a long, long time. That is the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote of the day today from Ron White. Pretty short, sweet quote. You can't fix stupid. I like that.
That is so.
It's funny. Oh, I've seen
so
people
true.
try. I've seen people try really hard
I've tried so hard.
They've
it
sent,
just doesn't.
I'm just saying.
work.
I've seen people try so hard. They've sent stupid to college, and stupid came back just as stupid. So
married it.
Are you pointing at me? What are you doing over here? She's my wife, by the way. All right, that is your quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. I think this is really a cool story. Here's a headline. Employer gifts a month's worth of groceries to all 100 employees with no limit. A digital marketing company in the Netherlands gave their employees free groceries for a month as a Christmas gift. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
We could do that around here as long as everybody is okay with eating ramen noodles for a month. No?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Help yourself.
Take it up to 5. More than 100 employees at a place called Yonego received a folder, a shopping bag, and a gold envelope. Yonego's owner, Joris Tonders, I like that name, Joris Tonders. I'd like to just say that some more. Joris Tonders then told them put all the receipts from the supermarket in the envelope for the month of December. Nobody knew, and it took a while before the penny dropped. It says there was a dead silence. They're like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I want you to get your groceries, everybody, and then give me the receipts, and I'm going to pay you back for the entire month.
Wow.
It says, I've never seen 100 colleagues so quiet all at the same time. Nobody knew what to say. They were all speechless. I would be too. It says you have to trust your colleagues and they have to feel that way too. So it's just talking about, some people are going, well, what if somebody abuses this? What if but they're going, I got a good team. I don't think they will. So, I'm hoping they don't.
If they do, it won't ever happen again.
Yeah,
so.
Remember that? Thanks again to Margaret for ruining that. Margaret's got stockpiles of food sitting around her in her cubicle. Anybody wants a snack, see me at 2. I'm just saying. I shouldn't have used the name Margaret. Now there's a Margaret out there shaking her fist at me. I'm sorry. I could have used a different name like Heidi. I don't know. I do have this good news story in the show notes if you'd like to read it. It's a cool story. You can find that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.